spit like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate. Then gang with it. Ain't for your partner pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. And I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today it's an intra-division matchup in the AFC South, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Pass to 20 for a short gain, second down. From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson out of the shotgun. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Taylor, he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the gun, it's Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ooh, yes, he's trying. Okay, I'll finish safe.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Get close. Only a yard and 4th and 3. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. Off play action. Richardson. His throw incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll start on the ground, ETN, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line.
At the 30-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. ETN once more. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On on 1st and 10. It's ETN. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. That's complete to his tight end, Farrell. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. Nothing else. Just slide and get down.
22 yards there, 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with ETN. And they'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
ETN is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient. Excellent job blocking. Finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
Ooh,
this is caught inside the 15. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Good shit, bro.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
Partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet. You and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another tote for ETN. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
11. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Lawrence will throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a chance first down as they get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver.
I'm a follow the
How about this guy? He's double covered and
before
finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. ETN up the middle, and he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with ETN. It's a 4-yard pickup there that leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Straight ahead, ETN. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
On second down, a run with ETN. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On first down, right back to ETN. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It was Kwity Paye who made the stop coming off the edge. Here's a give to ETN. Gets around him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff for ETN. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Etienne with it, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. It's Etienne, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
I got 6 different plays for that.
McKenzie now from his end zone.
That's how they got through there. This is for pushing that motherfucker forward. Alright, let's do
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They run once more with Taylor. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line consistency consistently. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They go play action with Richardson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. They took advantage of the young man right there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That Stallion team hoping to maintain their slim advantage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now Etienne. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick six, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, it's Taylor. And some room to maneuver. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Come on.
Play action. Now Richardson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, it's our time.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's Etienne.
They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence.
And it's incomplete.
No, you don't drop that.
The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
That's tough.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And
now this is intercepted. My goodness. He may go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD.
And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tilt the balance in their favor?
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. 27 yards there, a first down. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
We're going to try this shit again.
Just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for...
Diego.
There we go. But sometimes I don't know.
All these shooters when we just go just like Diego. God. Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they know that I'm on go, no Diego. Solitaire. Earrings, they be shining, keep me blinded. Ain't met up, yeah, I can't. Since I got rich, she say I'm just cause I took her on the island. The money keep on piling. Talk to me, yeah. Better talk nice. Fucking up with the she need a bulk that can't talk twice. Know they pray on my downfall. Everything I do, I gotta walk like. Let them in, jacket off. Rich, so I'm off life. God. Yeah, all these diamonds on me go, just like Diego. God. Yeah, all these shooters on me just go, just like Diego. God.
Hold on, bro. I'm trying to get moved out in the bit first.
Yeah, got a dime piece with me, she gon' go just like Diego. God. Yeah, they don't play with me cause they
You
know
honestly
that
think that was there, bro?
Diego.
You honestly think that was there? Hold on, let me see the moolah playing first. I can't even hear. Somebody got down. Sound like they on the airplane. Skydive. Move. Oh God. What is it? Still on that. Come on. Send everybody again, bro. Is that how you feel? All that mean?
Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I pick up my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I pick it a slack now. The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicker sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. While most fold, I'm comic composed. Stop the politicking when no they voters is froze. I'm off the hit with the 50s, I can't be product and system. I pray to God, no he listen, won't seal my fate with some kisses. Nah, cause we ain't got time to keep off our toes. The type of vigor make you consider throwing the towel. I'm in the mood to make y'all remember going
We are at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They run it again with Chubb. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A gain of 3, second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 47-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. The 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Don't forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. The 20. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the fourth down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start past the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
And they'll run it again with Penny. There he goes left side.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Penny, 63 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Well, here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And Chubb will try the middle here. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a quarterback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
Hurts.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Penny. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Penny. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Watson's throw here into the hands of Moore. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. There's a nice move. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A give. This is Chubb. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson. Working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
York now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
What to take for comfort, really.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they got something for us, or do they go to the bench?
Poor decision there that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked up.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's going to be batted down.
He didn't run his
The
job.
Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way
take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Go-Birds.
It's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
What a kick.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
93 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to maybe 8 yards shy of there at the 24.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
so rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
After the interception, here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Penny. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hurts through, taken in by Watkins here.
Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
79 yards on the ground for him so far.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, no.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Out to his left.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Penny diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close. There he goes, right side.
Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Nick Chubb. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 74 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Here's Watson. Forced out. He's taken down. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That's a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
To throw is Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. It's scared to let it fly. When it falls to the ground, it brings up 4th down.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Watson. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Akins. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Down the sideline goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
There you go.